Hello. For my Android 310 project this quarter, I finished updating the Streetlight Seattle Recorder app. Uh, and I prepared a new release and updated the app's Google Play Store page. And I uploaded a new APK to the store and rolled out a release. Um, First challenge I had was locating and transferring the release key from the Windows computer and the Eclipse Android Development Tools environment from 2014. That environment was the one in which I started the development for this app uh, earlier. Of course, um, oh, of course, now we use Android Studio. Um, Yeah, so I located that key and was able to sign a build using that key now in Android Studio. And that's what enabled me to upload the new APK to the Google Play Store. Um, One thing I'll mention along those lines, here's an image I took from preparing the build in Android Studio. Uh, since 2014, Google's enabled a second version 2, they call it, full APK signature. First time I did a build, I used the V2 full APK signature. I wasn't able to upload the APK because it said it was unsigned. As it turns out, you need to have both the version 1 jar signature uh, as well as the full APK signature checked. So yeah, so there's a little bit of a lesson learned. After that, after I got over having a warning about allegedly attempting to upload an unsigned APK, I was informed that since my APK is using permissions that require a privacy policy, I had to have one there online. It noted that that my app was using the read phone state and the read contacts. It only used those two permissions in order to pre-fill a couple lines on the form that sent to Seattle City Light. So when you bring it up, it determines who you are, puts your name in there, and puts your phone number in there. You're able to change those fields if you want, and it doesn't store that information. But anyway, faced with that requirement, I created a privacy policy and put that online. I decided to put it at GitHub, where I kept the code for this project. That gave me a URL that I was able to enter into the Google Play Store. However, I wasn't simply able to put the URL into the appropriate fields of the Google Play Store. I found out that I had to have the rest of my Google Play Store page updated to the 2017 requirements. So I had to have a new graphic installed there in addition to the privacy policy. What else? I had to declare that the app was free, that it didn't have ads. I had to have a statement as to the age appropriateness of the app. It came out to be 3+, age suitable for people older than 3, just to say it had no naughty content or no access to naughty content. Yeah, so I had to fill out a number of other things on the Google Play Store. Through the years since 2014, as Google has changed their Play Store policies on the apps, they've sent me email asking that I update my Play Store or update my app, and saying if I don't do that, they may block access to my app or not feature it or something, and I've ignored that. So it's nice to go through the process of releasing the app again and get it up to date and perhaps make it a little easier for people to find. That said, when I started working on this app, you could see a niche for it. Since then, Seattle, the city of Seattle released a broader app called Find It, Fix It, and it enables people to tell the city of Seattle about potholes that need attention. And after a while, they added the ability to tell Seattle City Lights about problems with streetlights. Possibly that was inspired by my app, I don't know. After I released my app, I contacted the Find It, Fix It people and said, hey, would you like to work together on this? And I never heard back from them. Again, that was a few years ago. Oh, let's see. Yeah, so there we are with the privacy policy. Streetlight Seattle reporter keeps no personal data from its users, and so on, just like that says there. So once that was done, I was able to upload the new APK. I went to the release management part of the Google Play Store. I had prepared a new APK that had a new version number, 6, a new version name, 1.3. The old one was 1.2. And once the Google Play Store page was updated, I was able to upload the new app. They did ask me to review a number of things before I could publish it. As part of cleaning up the code, I removed some conditional compilations that basically were there so that I could use some features present in newer releases of Android. At this point, however, the old releases that I wanted to be able to target with the conditional compilation nobody's using. So I just got rid of the conditional compilation and increased the API levels from 8 to 16, from the old one to the new one. So they asked me to review that. So I also changed the target SDK to a more modern one, release 23, and that gave me some experience dealing with the new Android runtime permissions model. I also needed to develop a statement stating what's new with this release. I noted that I stopped tracking messages that people were sending to Seattle City Lights about particular streetlights that were problematic. I was using Google Sheets for that, but since 2014, Google Sheets went from an OAuth 1 to OAuth 2. The API that I was using was deprecated, and it had stopped storing data anyway. Rather than continue to record it, I decided I'd just clean up the app and stop using Google Sheets and get rid of some of the libraries that I had included when I wanted to do that. I also removed the camera permission request since it wasn't needed because the app sent an intent to zebra crossing, or ZXING, Zing, to do the barcode scan. That app used the camera, but my app didn't, and it didn't need the camera permission. Also, I updated, after a successful problem post, message being sent to Seattle City Light, I updated the reply to take some of the sentences Seattle City Light currently uses on their thank you page. They changed that a little from 2014. So I noted what's new in this release. After all that, I clicked roll out the release and send it to production, and there it is. Shortly after I did that, I took this screenshot saying that seconds ago release 1.3.0 hit production. So that was nice. And here's a bit of the new Google Play page, the one relating to the new app. You can see for what's new, it has the new message. It says that it was updated on June 15th, 2017, requires Android 4.1 and up. Mentions me. I have a tab left over from the old release, which mentions older things that were what's new. You know, I had a couple of releases in 2014. Notes that at that time Android 2.2 was up. All right, so that was my project. Get it together enough to have a new Signs build, update the Google Play Store page, upload the new APK, step through some more requirements, and roll it out to production. So that is what I did for my project this quarter. Hope you like it, and I hope it was worth the wait. Thanks, Dan. Bye.